I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I want to say welcome to the Black Financial Channel. This is where we go through daily financial updates in terms of what's happening in the financial markets. One of our core beliefs is that we believe black people need to keep up with what's going on economically in this world if we want to close the wealth gap. Those who understand economics better than other groups are the groups that tend to get ahead. So if your family does not understand economics, then that might explain why they're struggling economically. It's like anything else. The less you know about it, the more you're going to fall behind. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick little update in terms of what's going on in the financial markets today. Today's a big day. Today is June 19th, Juneteenth. So it's a big day because it's Juneteenth, but it's also a big day because there is a Fed policy announcement coming out really soon. Now, I see some of you in here who have comments and questions. I might have to come back and respond to your questions in a second, but I want to make sure I get to the core issue before we move on. The interesting thing, a couple things happening. One is Juneteenth. Two, there's a hearing of reparations happening right now in Congress. I think that the hearing is probably political theater designed to coincide with Donald Trump's announcement that he's running for re-election. I think that the reparations conversation really is it's just talk. I don't think it's going to amount to anything significant. In fact, they're not even consulting the right people. There are plenty of reparations experts out here that have been talking about it for a very long time who have not been invited to participate, like Dr. Claude Anderson and others, which kind of tells you that they're not that serious. But with that said, maybe something will change, but it isn't changing what I do on a day-to-day basis. Now, what's happening right now in financial markets is really important. Is later on today, the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, is about to make an announcement or give a short little speech about Fed monetary policy. Now, when Powell speaks, everybody listens. They listen to every word he uses, the inflections in his voice, whether he uses the word patient versus, another word to describe patience. Like, it doesn't matter. I mean, literally, the Fed's words are really important in terms of moving markets because that gives clues into what they're planning to do. And so what they're looking for right now is they're looking for Powell to commit to reducing interest rates to kind of boost the economy a little bit. The odds laid out in the estimates and most calculations that I've seen are that there's about an 84% chance that he's going to go ahead and announce a rate cut, which should leave markets about even or increase the market slightly as the rate cut actually is confirmed relative to the expectation. However, I'm going to say that I don't believe he's going to speak much on a rate cut. Unemployment's at a 50-year low. Trump just announced recently that he's going to meet with the Chinese Premier Xi Jinping and talk to him at the G20 summit about the trade war, which is positive information, positive news. If you own stocks, you saw an improvement and an increase in your portfolio, most likely. If you have invested the way, I've sort of showed you guys how to invest, you're probably seeing more money come into your portfolio because of this information. So I believe that Powell is going to continue to be patient. I think that the Fed isn't going to move on the rate cut, and I think what that's going to do is that's going to reduce stock prices. So you're going to take a hit to your portfolio once that occurs. That's my guess, but then I could be wrong. I'm wrong all the time. A lot of us are wrong, but that's my analysis. So I'm going to lay that out there right now. The interesting thing is that Trump is now getting involved in monetary policy of other countries. I think he was chastising, I think it was the European Central Bank or something for having literally negative interest rates. Negative rates. Which is the craziest thing to understand for some people, that how an interest rate can be negative, but it can be negative, and they're constantly pushing rates down to stimulate the economy. But there's a point where you just can't keep doing that. Now, I saw someone just ask, is now a good time to invest? Now is always a good time to invest if you're a long-term investor. Historically, there's never been a better time than now. And what does that mean? Well, that means that even if the market was on an upswing in the year 1998, if you had bought all the stocks you could get your hands on in 1998 and held those stocks for 10 years, you would have made a ton of money, right? So there was no time in 1998 that was a bad time to buy stocks. Every time is a good time to buy stocks. So the best time to invest, unless you have a time machine that can go back into the past, unless you have the ability to go back into the past, you definitely want to invest now. That's my iPhone. That's the one that I have. You asked what kind of Galaxy iPhone do? Oh, I have a Samsung Galaxy. I don't think there's a such thing as a Galaxy iPhone.
Oh, not iPhone, like.
Galaxy phone. That's my Galaxy. I think it's an S10.
Okay.
All right. When the kids come ask you questions, you've got to answer them. Are you taking my phone?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
What's happening with my phone?
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. Just okay. Well, my birthday's coming up, so people get to scheming around birthday time. So I just go along with whatever they want me to do. So I'm just lucky enough to be a black man who has family that will plan and plot and scheme for my birthday. So I appreciate it. She's the real smart one. So she's 12 years old, but she's smarter than a lot of college students. So I never know like what she's actually scheming. So it's kind of interesting to watch. But anyway, so let me answer some of your questions. Let's see. I saw somebody ask, "How do you invest in the stock market? How do I get started investing?" Well, we have a free training you can actually go take a look at. If you go to blackmoney100.com, 100, blackmoney100.com, there's actually a free video on how to buy your first share of stock that I put together, a free lecture that you can go check out. It'll take you 10, 15 minutes to learn how to do it, and you can get started. I want everybody who watches me to be an investor because you got to take care of your family. Let me see here. I was just checking. Robinhood says free living. Yeah, I check my Robinhood every morning. You got to get one of those investment apps. Let's see here. Let me. The reparations hearing. Yeah, I do agree. It's a joke. Danke says happy financial Juneteenth or happy Juneteenth. I keep saying financial Juneteenth because that's actually the name of our website. But let's see, how do I get in contact with you? You can email manager@boycewatkins.com. That's manager@boycewatkins.com. Just so you know, because I'm so busy, I don't talk on the phone. I don't. If you want to have a 5 minute meeting, I can't usually do that. I don't meet with anybody. I got staff for that. They do all the meetings and then they just tell me what happened because my goal is to talk to the people. My goal isn't just to chit chat on the phone with a million different people because I'm trying to actually really reach the masses and get some stuff done. So there's no disrespect. It's just there's only a certain amount of time every day. How do you feel about mutual funds? I love mutual funds. I think mutual funds are a great way to begin investing because you get natural diversification. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to get out of here, guys. But by the way, you guys know I'll be in Chicago doing an investment seminar on July 28th. So you can actually go to Dr. Boyce. You can go to drboycechicago.com to sign up if you'd like to come out in Chicago. drboycechicago.com. Also, we'll be in New Orleans on June 28th. And that link, I don't have a URL for that, but I'll go ahead and connect it to drboyceneworleans.com so you guys can go check that out. It should be active probably in the next 2 or 3 hours. And that's going to be a 2-day kind of summit for Black Experts Empire. So if you're in the Black Business School and you join the Black Experts Empire, you can come for free. If you don't, you can also buy a pass. But this is a big conference. We have several experts that are teaching really detailed stuff about how to make money as a professional speaker, how to become a social media influencer, and also how to become an investor. So it's kind of like all black business school kind of loaded up into 48 hours to kind of help people get off the ground. So the cost is not cheap, but it's an extraordinary event for those who are really want to dig in and get good at this kind of stuff. The other thing is the All Black National Convention happens in August, or sorry, September, the week of September. And September 27th, yeah, that's the weekend. So if you want to come to the All Black National Convention, just go to allblacknationalconvention.com. It's going to be hosted in Houston, and that's going to be another big thing that's on our calendar too. So I'm out of here, guys. You guys take care. Have a good day, and I guess I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Peace.